So, good evening to the students, parents, and Sonia ma'am, of course, inviting our guest from UK. And my name is Kalyani Rao. I'm a global edu environmentalist, an IBDP CAST coordinator, and also I'm a UN Climate Reality Leadership Corp Blue consultant. I design and I implement sustainable development projects as well as community services and international exchange programs. So through this connection, I've been associated with one of the trustworthy consultant of Cambridge University, Maxer, from UK. And I'm going to give a little bit introduction about Maxer now, and then I'll going to introduce the Maxer representative also from UK. So about Maxer, Maxer Education Institute is a trusted partner of several colleges at the University of Cambridge. They facilitate short-term academic and research programs and also advocating for international education in Cambridge. They established in Cambridge in 2012. Maxer Education Institute collaborates closely with several colleges in the University of Cambridge to organize these programs. And Maxer Institute is committed to nurturing global talent and fostering mutual understanding through educational collaborations and partnerships. So at Maxer's, they are going to provide, they prioritize to provide the best possible experience for the students globally and maintain uncompromising standards of quality. So we have a Maxer's education manager here today. She is Miss Tanvi Malhotra. She is an educationist. Also, she's from India and she's an alumni of Cambridge University, and she's an education manager currently working in Maxer Education Group. So I welcome Tanvi Malhotra to detail about the online program of summer program of the Cambridge, which we have already explained. We have been discussed long back. And here we have students and parents of Symbiosis International School, Pune. Along with them, coordinator, Miss Sonia is there. So I just request you to take charge, detailed about the program, ORP program. Thank you, Tanvi.
Thank you so much, Mr. Rao. Thank you for the introduction, and a very good evening to everybody. Thank you for making it to the session, and namaste. So before I begin, I must clarify, because we are here to build in trust. So just to clarify, we are not associated with Cambridge University to perform our programs, but we do it independently. However, having said that, we do use the Cambridge University resources. By the resources, I mean the professors, the venue, and of course, the continuous support which we have of the university. That's with us, but we are not representing Cambridge University. Maxer Education Institute is an independent identity, and that's been very much clarified over the website also. So just to clear that up before I begin. So allow me to share the presentation which I have created for our online program. I believe everybody can see my screen. If I could get a thumbs up, that'd be helpful.
Yeah, I can able to see.
Perfect. So Maxer Education Institute has been organizing different kind of programs. We do online, we do in-person programs, and even we do customized programs for the scholars, for the teachers, for the principals. So it's not limited to one area, but we have a broader spectrum where we help and support the academics all around the world. And we do get students from different parts of the world, but we did initially start with China because that's the greatest market. We expanded our wings and we started gathering students from different parts like America, Canada. We have students from Spain, Azerbaijan, Turkey. And slowly, gradually, we started collaborating with different schools as well. So this initiative by Maxer Education is just to strengthen the students, the academics all around who want to learn, because we are learners throughout our lives. So that's what we believe in. And with the help of our Cambridge professors and the resources, that's what we believe to help in imparting the knowledge. Today, we are going to be talking about in-specific online research program because as Mr. Rao suggested that this is the best program suitable for the audience here in today. So beginning with the online research program, this, of course, being a virtual medium, it is accessible to everybody smoothly. And the students can easily join the sessions as per the timings and the timetable shared for the online programs. The sessions are usually 3 to 4 times per week, and the total span period is 10 weeks. The entire program is expanded around 10 weeks of period, where the sessions are, here it's written 3 to 4, but roughly depends upon the supervisor's availability. So bare minimum, you will have 2 sessions per week. And the agenda of this entire program is to develop your research skills. As you can see that the sessions will be led with the Cambridge professor, and there will be some sessions led by the supervisors. They are the Cambridge PhD students. We have subject lectures, we have small group supervisions. Having said that, the group supervisions are more of 3 to 4 students having one-on-one even guidance with the supervisors, because these PhD students, they know the best, to be very honest, because they are in the process, they know how to build a research, and what we do back in India is completely different to what is happening in this other part of the world in the UK. Let me make something very transparent to you. I am an Indian. I come from India, and I know how I have learned the academic writing skills. They are completely different to what I learned at here when I was doing my studies. The writing part is something crucial and critical, and we all know that the UK has a standard of refining it in a structured way, which is journalized and which is acceptable all around the world. So the research paper has a set format. The things are basic, of course. In India, we have the greatest education, and we do follow that pattern. But here, they go in the depth, they go into the scrutiny of it. So with this support, with the Cambridge professors, that's what we try to impart to our students. These research papers are defined in such a way that the students can learn how to process it, how to even bring up with the research topic, how to ensure that each section of the research papers is rightly defined. So everything is done in detail, and hence it is of 10 weeks duration. This online program is of 10 weeks duration. You have individual research proposals. A proposal is the first stage before the paper. At times, the students are even not sure that what is the difference between a proposal and a paper. The proposal is a kind of a draft. It's what you can say is a blueprint of what you're going to do for your research. And a research paper is an advanced and the detailed document where you will be explaining what research have you done and how you have done, and the results, of course. And you will be having some academic skill workshop and English workshops. These workshops are more of designed and articulated in a way that you can learn step by step. And for the English, what kind of words you should use, what kind of terminologies, right kind of grammar and the sentence formation. So just don't go by the word of that, oh, it's just English workshop. I know and I can say that very clearly and bluntly that Indian students are far better than any students in English, trust me. And I'm pretty sure you all excel in the subject. But in this workshop, it's not about making you learn about grammar, but about how you should be writing a paper with respect to the language. In the supervisions, you will be learning more towards the subject specific, and in the English workshops you will be learning more towards the language part. So these are the set of sessions you will be having for your online research program. As I was saying about the difference between the two, the research proposal is a concise document outlining the proposed study. That's the blueprint kind of a thing. It includes all your questions. So for a research, the main thing is the research topic, the research questions. So we have meticulously crafted this program for you so that you know how to write a proposal and then aim towards the research paper. Recently, we just completed our winter online research program, and we are in the process of marking the papers. And I must say that that there's a lot of difference when they started with the draft of their proposal and how they have ended for the research papers. It's a tremendous improvement, because that's how you learn during the sessions, and even the with the professor and the one-on-one session with the supervisors. So you're going to learn how to create your research paper. And why actually why do you have to go for the research paper? Because these writing skills, these things are going to benefit you for a higher education. I'm pretty sure you're not going to settle with the bachelor's. You have to go for a master's, and some of you might be aiming to go abroad or even continue studying in India. You will be having a different standard. You will be having a different set of knowledge, which makes you, different from the others and a step ahead. Moving forward, this is the faculty which we have on board with us. We have collaboration with all of these professors, and trust me, I've met all of them, and they are amazing. The kind of knowledge, of course, I don't have to even say about that, but talking of their thoughts and their ideas, it's more towards strengthening students. So I'm pretty sure you're going to have a fun time attending their sessions. So here we have on the table Professor Robinson. He is Professor of Material Physics. Material Science is the subject what he takes for us. And Professor Pietro Liu, he is taking care of the computer science and AI. And AI is on our heads, guys. It's something what is the talk of the town. And being an important topic, AI, we must, I have many students coming for AI in specific, for the in-person and for the online as well. Then we have Professor Thomas Krieg. He is the professor of experimental cardiovascular medicine, and he is also a practitioner in NHS. NHS is the National Health Trust here in the UK. So basically, he's a doctor in simpler terms, if I have to portray. So Professor Matthew Grimes, he is the professor of entrepreneurship and sustainable futures. So he takes care of the business subject. Then we have Dr. Matthias Dorsev. I can proudly say that he is St. John's Fellow, the same college where William Wordsworth once wrote the Prelude. Moving ahead, these are some of our PhD supervisors who are on board with us, but it is not necessary that you will be under their wings. Some might be with you and some might be with the other groups. So these are some of them which I could portray at the moment for you. We have Onika. Her background is from University of Oxford and Cambridge, so a very strong candidate. So you can see we have candidates, PhDs, scholars who can not only just attend the sessions and just deliver what they're supposed to do, but also guide you for your longer future. And even in one-on-one sessions, you can ask them about your career, about how to proceed further in your subject and your interested area. So they are there to guide you, and they are kind of your buddies who can, support you with your queries after the lectures, because at times we do hesitate asking straight away the questions to the professors. So they'll be there to help you throughout. Moving ahead, the subjects, as I was slightly mentioning, we have AI, that's the artificial intelligence. Then we have business, finance, and economics. That's being taken care by Dr. Matthias Dorsev. Then we have medicine, then natural sciences. Going ahead, so for the online research program, after completing successful completion, by the term successful completion, I mean you should attend all the sessions. You should be submitting your proposal and the report on time. You should not miss your deadline. You should not miss the specified due date, because that's very important. And I've recently done the negative marking as well, and that led to the failure of the programs. And so you need to be a little careful. Don't take this as for granted, because although they are online sessions, but they are very important, and they are very strictly taken by us. So what you'll be taking after successful completion, you'll be having a recommendation letter from Cambridge professors. So the importance of recommendation letter is pretty high around the world for the university admissions, because when you'll be going for your university admissions, you'll be asked if you have any recommendation. Excuse me, please. So you'll be asked for the recommendation letter. Our professors are more than happy to fill the online forms and even give you a proper handout of that. And then you have the reference letter from our Maxer Education Program Director. Then you have a certification of attendance, and of course, your paper and the proposal will be reviewed. Moving ahead, this is kind of the sample schedule. As you can see, the February is written, March is written. So you can pretty much judge that this is the winter program. So this is the kind of session spread we have. I'll give you a minute to just have a look at it. By now, you must have observed that the very first session is your orientation session. Here, we'll basically welcome, we'll break the ice, and we'll have induction kind of a session where we will orient about the program, what kind of program, and in depth your schedule as well. We'll explain, and how you can process your online platforms too. Allow me to move forward. So here is this particular slide is depicting that what kind of mode we will be using. Pretty much Zoom and Moodle. Moodle is the platform where you will submit your research proposal. You can review your calendar. It's very, student friendly and teacher friendly. So you can see the list of your program and what's going around. You can review your recorded sessions on Moodle. You can even access the workshops. You can access the homework the teacher would be giving you. You can even, whenever you want to upload any document, if you want your supervisor to review for you, that can also be done. Although the other mode you can go for is email or WhatsApp. WhatsApp is more of informal, so I would suggest go for email, but we are providing both the modes for your ease. Of course, you have recorded lectures and sessions. So that was about the online program, and I'll just take quickly 2 minutes to share about our in-person program. So we also have a 2-week summer research programs. Every year we organize it, and we are organizing this summer's program from 15th of July. So I'll quickly go through that as well with you. We have 2 kinds of programs here. One is the advanced research program for the studious ones, and the other one is academic program, which is a blend of everything, where you will have your salsa dance, where you will have King's Punting, you will have college tours. So it's a mix of everything. And for the advanced one, it's more of in detail, in depth, and one notch higher to the academic one. So you will be residing in the Cambridge College accommodation. So as you can see the pictures, this is what we offer because we are using Cambridge University resources. So we provide the best to our students. Summer students will be having their meals, they will be having their stay, and even they will be accessing the Cambridge Library if they come for the 2 weeks program. And some are similar to our online program, the academics we have. And you can see there are more added because you have more options for the in-person. You have law, that's the international relations and governance. Then you have psychology, sociology. And in AI, you have another professor, Professor Nick Lane. We have our advanced research program starting from 29 July to 11th of August. And we have medicine one from 12th of August to 25th of August. So in case, if you want to, though the deadline is passed, but just in case, if you want to still think about it. Moving ahead for the application link, you can just simply type in Maxer Education or follow this link. That's www.maxer.education. And I'll just stop here. I'll stop the screen here. And I would like to share my other screen and take you towards the application process. It's pretty straightforward, so you do not have to worry much about it. I hope you can see the Maxer Education website. If I could get a thumbs up, that'd be helpful. Can you guys see my Maxer Education website? Oh, amazing. Thank you, Soham. Thank you, Sarah. Amazing, guys. All right. So yes, this is the Maxer website. Everything is on it because we believe in transparency, so nothing is hidden. There you can see the apply button. Simply go on that, and there it is. You have the enrollment application of Maxer Institute programs. Just fill in your name, your nationality, and other details. Don't worry about the WhatsApp number, guys, but it's always easier if you have the WhatsApp number because of the time difference, and it's smoother communication. And then you have the education information. You can easily put in whatever you have. And here comes the bit about you want to apply for online program. Go ahead. And then you have the options here. So since you can see that the program is starting from 1st of July, we are tight on time. So I would request you guys to take the decision as soon as possible because although the admission is, shut, I am going to give you the participation ticket on my personal note request because I want students to come and learn from India. So that's what I want to pitch in. So I can do that bit. But I need your support and help that you can start applying because I see students coming from different parts of the world. And I envy that why, students from India are not joining it and getting benefit. So yeah, enter all the details and hit the submit button. And if you have any questions regarding this, you can simply ask Miss Rao because she is representing Maxer Education back in India. She is our agent and she's been very helpful throughout. So if you have any questions, just shout and let Ms. Rao know about it. And you can also email to us. You can, as you can see on the website. So all the details are there. I hope the session was helpful. And I know that the one question might be buzzing in your mind that how much does it cost? So it's £2,000 for the online program, and for the other program in person, you can just go on the website and have a look. That's all from my end, but I'm open for the questions.
So really, really simply superb. Thank you, Tanvi, Ms. Tanvi. And I request the students to come out if they have any queries on this. Actually, it's a very good eye-opening session. Yes, Sarah, please unmute yourself.
Yeah, sorry, I have a question about the research paper. Is it graded with like an A or a B or something, or is it just reviewed for our benefit?
Sarah, thank you for the question because things like these make me ponder that people are actually listening to you. So thank you, Sarah, for that. It's a very important question because ultimately how it will be graded, that's what Sarah is asking. Yes, it will be marked, but not just simply given you A or B. You will be getting the marks, and not only out of 100, but also each section. So as you know, Sarah, for the research paper, you have different sections like methodology, analysis, conclusion. So each part will be analyzed, each part will be marked with the that will be out of 100. So in that way, you can see that how much you have scored in each section, and the total marks will be out of 100, and you'll get the percentage of it. I hope that helps.
Yeah. I have another question.
Yep.
So for the in-person program, is it like I noticed there was a slide that was skipped about the benefits. So is it the same benefits as the online one? Or are they like I'm curious.
Sarah, you're smart and you're curious. That's really good. So yes, I did skip that because we were short of time. So I wanted to focus more on the online program, if I can say that. For the benefits of in-person, what you'll be taking home is of course, the recommendation letter. You will have programs letter, and basically for the in-person one, you will be getting the experience, if I have to differentiate between the two things. And in the in-person one, you can also email the professors afterwards. You can get the support of the professor, because when you make connections face to face, that does bring a difference. So that's what I would say, that in-person is completely different. Online is just one easy way, but in person, I would say, is more benefit, because that's what you'll be in person and getting the experience of Cambridge. When it comes to the certificates, it's pretty much similar, Sarah, to just succinctly tell you about that.
Okay. And we have to write an essay for do we have to write an essay for an application, or do we just put anything?
For the app.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I noticed on the application there was something saying proof of your English or something. I wondered about that.
Yeah, so one is the English requirement for the online application. You have to mention there that what level of English do you have, and the other thing, because some students also do have IELTS scores, so do mention that, and just mention your English proficiency over there. The other part you asked was about do you have to write your basically SOP? That's a statement of purpose. So yes, we do read it, and recently we did have scholarship interview, so we went through all the applications one by one, and we selected the niche students for the program. So Sarah, we are reading every bit of it, so please fill the application form very nicely, as you would do with your full sincerity.
Okay, thank you.
After the completion, who gives the certificate? Is it Maxar or those universities who gives that? Whose certificate?
Yeah. So the certificate, one is the recommendation letter. That recommendation letter is given by the professors. So their signatures are there on the certificates, and even the department they're working, and they're working for Cambridge University. So that's been given. When it comes to the program participation, attendance certificate, there also you have the signatures of the professors, but it is given by Maxar Education and not by the professor. That's the difference.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Any more?
I have a question on the
Yes, ma'am.
duration.
Yes, ma'am.
So the duration is 10 weeks. So that 10 weeks does it include the 2 weeks in person on campus, or 2 weeks in person on campus is different?
Oh, apologies if I confused you between the two. So the online program is purely the mode is virtual. That's online, 10 weeks. And this 2 weeks program, it's a different program that's called a summer academic program. So that summer academic program is for 2 weeks. You'll be here in person if you want to opt for. So I'm just giving you the options that if you want to go for online or you want to go for in person, or for both.
both. So the
Yeah,
fees
you
that
can go
we
for
would, the fees that we would pay 2,000 pounds would include all of it, or
So the £2,000 is for the online program, and for the in-person, it's the different costing.
and it's because you see the timing is
Yeah.
critical. So for us here in our school specifically, our school begins on 1st of August. So in person is going to be near, I don't know the timings of in person, the dates for in-person program.
All right.
Ma'am,
So
I just want
live-
to have a Tanviji, just to give me, because I'm from Indian education sector. Ma'am, can I give the answer here?
Yeah, please.
It's coming to the immigration part, visa and the passport, everything is a long process, because the school management also recommended this is short period online. But still, if you want insisting, you need to take a permission from your school management, because the student has to go there. The fees varies, and the expenses, including the program fees and even the expenses, everything comes around at least 5 to 6 lakhs of Indian rupees. So
For the 2 weeks.
yeah, because you have to board, you have to take a flight, you have to travel. And once you travel, they will take care of everything, of course, end to end. But you need to purchase the flight tickets for UK, that too in a short period. And it's expensive, because I do know the traveling part, because we do a lot of exchange programs. I travel with students, so we know the expenses, how it's going to be, very much, it's burden for parents. But at this level, if still you would like to send your child, we don't have objection, but you can take permission from your school and talk to Sonia ma'am how many days. But that time factor is important here. If the programs are starting in August 1st, then you need to pay the payment as early as possible, and then we will go accordingly. But you need to take permission. But currently, at this moment, it's this ORP, that online research program, is starting by July. And if people are flexible to take to 10 weeks program, the two after the school hours, not in the morning hours, that is also we are very specific. Only because after 7, 8 o'clock, according to UK time and your Indian time, will be matching. So no objection in during the school time. I think school is opened, is closed till August. So that's no problem at all from July 1st to August. Maybe mid of August, it's going to complete at the end, end of August. And still, if you want interested, Tanviji is ready. I am also interested. Not at all. We can take forward.
Tanviji just posted the cohorts. The first cohort is available from 15th to 28th.
Yeah, that's right.
So that's
That's
the online, including online.
So, Rujita ji, it's there are two different things. One is the online program. So what I'll do is here, online programs is from 1st July to 9th of September.
Okay, okay.
So there are two different programs. And honestly speaking, take a pick, either one of it. Like if you want to go for online or for summer program, because they coincide. And I would not advise you take both, but yeah, just
Oh, of course
one
not.
of it.
So I was the children are two, and I was also keen on having them get something in person, because online gets a little drab after a while. They don't get a feel, and the experience of being there and experiencing the campus environment and in learning and living and everything, that's worth more.
That's so true.
Uh,
And not
correct.
only the lectures they will be doing, we have, as I was slightly mentioning about the salsa, the punting. Punting is an active sport here in Cambridge, so they'll be going for that. They'll be going for the King's College visit. They'll be going to London. We'll be taking them to Oxford. So that's why it's expensive. It's not just Cambridge they're coming to. We'll be taking them to London. We'll be taking them to Oxford. And even they will, for the in-person, they have master talks. So there are some high-end professors who are usually not, they're not that easily available, and students can talk to. So we request them also to come on board and give them some seminars for 1 hour. So we call them Master Talk. It's just like a TED Talk where they talk about the Cambridge admissions, that after your 12th standard or whenever you're ready for your master's or PhD for higher education, how do you have to apply for the applications around the world? So it's altogether a different experience. You cannot compare the online and the in-person. But I would say it's if not this time, but maybe next year.
Yeah, so we don't specifically, the one hurdle that we don't have is of visas. We don't have that hurdle. And I don't know if there's a student visa required for UK if we are American citizens.
No, that's because it's a short duration. It's for 2 weeks. So you just simply apply. Or I can check that. I can get that checked for you because we do have a couple of American students, citizens coming from America. So yeah, I can get that checked for you because I really don't take care of that part. So I
Right.
can get that checked for you.
So we're just trying to think about the costing here. And also trying to see if an online works this year better and then an in-person next summer. Would that help, or would that be like double down and not so useful?
Certainly if useful. That's undoubtedly it will be useful because the experience which they will be getting, that will be different to what of online. And after taking the online program, I can also get the students for the next year's some discount patch. So I can get them that patch and can talk about the costing also later if they attend online program this year. So yeah,
Okay.
I can do that from my bit.
Okay, sounds
Ma'am,
good.
there is a small suggestion from my end. Suppose if you are interested, the fees actually, if you don't mind, it costs more than £3,800 or maybe reaching up to £6,000 only the 2 weeks programs as per your choice. And apart from this, school has to submit some supportive documents for the students when they're going to apply for the visa. And visa, again, you have to take at least 20 days to 25 working days it will take. So suddenly all this going to be any kind of visa issue. And then again, this chance of even online will be missing. But we are planning to give some even in future discount, like, the further programs that what Ms. Tanvi has already explained. But this time what management and myself has been having, we have a discussion. So the best reasonable is, I thought, immediately they can comfortable at home. First time, let them see what exactly the course and how they're going to get that inputs. Then they can decide because the period is very short. Otherwise, next time we can plan definitely a live program. Even I'm planning to take a bunch of, students from India to UK. Already I'm discussing with other colleges and universities. So we can take the 12th grade students or even the 11th grade leaders to UK. So we can do that program. Directly we can take this kind of programs. That time if Tanviji is going to give a special program, depending on the number of the students, we can definitely organize it. Am I right, Tanviji?
Absolutely.
Thank you. And also
Okay.
I'm a Global School Alliance ambassador for India regional partner. So we can do exchange programs to UK. That's a UK based organization. So don't worry,
Okay.
ma'am. Anything in future, please inform your coordinator. I'll take care and I'll coordinate. But
Okay.
it is very reasonable. I felt this is the best thing to avoid much expenses, but also students will be engaged during the holidays. I want them to learn something in the holidays.
Most definitely. The other thing is we saw a huge range of subjects and a lot of possibilities. So we in our specific case, we aren't sure of the specific leanings of both my children and what subjects they should opt. For research purposes. So I don't know if there is any help available from Maxer to get us there.
Usually students do not ask for that, but I can get something arranged for you. I can, all right, let me have a word with my team and how to help the students define one, because for the orientation session, certainly they can ask questions, but not with the professors. So yeah, I think for now, what they can do is they can apply and
Okay.
yeah, because that's very important. We have already crossed the deadline. It's already 14th and my program is going to start on 1st. I do not
Right.
have time left, and it takes time to, do all of these things. So the first thing first is apply for it, and I can get the research topics over to you if that would be helpful, because that
Oh,
will
yeah,
give you
that
an
would help.
insight.
Yeah, that would help. So the kids can go over them and see what they can and they like.
Sure, absolutely. So, but first I get the application. That would be a kind of certainty that yes, students are coming on board, and then I can do this extra bit,
Okay.
if that makes sense.
Yeah. That's
So once I can get that, I can send you over the topics, because I was working on them yesterday. So that's in my, a Word file, that's all set ready. I can send that over to you, which these topics are given by the professors. So it's not something what we do. It's all straight away from the professors. They define the curriculum. We just ensure that it's making sense and it is going to work for the students. So I can get that for you. And related to this question, I think Hannah,
Hannah, I have two
Uh,
questions. Can I
yeah,
read?
she has a
Can I?
question. Yes, please. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
first
just realized
question.
she's also.
Yeah, first question is, do we have guidance and structure as to which area we will be researching in? Also, the applications competitive, or once payment is done, is it confirmed? That's the first question.
Thank you for the question, Ahana, because this is similar to Rujita ji's question, and it was half answered, I believe. So yes, I can try giving you the topics. So that will be not a guidance, but you can get to know the insights at what you can expect from the program. And regarding the guidance during the program, certainly you will get the guidance from the supervisors and the professors. So that will be continuous guidance you'll be getting. So we are not going to leave you in lurch. We're not just going to say you that, oh, this is the topic and go with. No, you can discuss, you can change. I've seen students changing their research topics because that didn't make sense for them. So they have changed it also. So you can do that. And the applications certainly are competitive, because we have declined some applications as well, keeping in the number, because especially if I have to say for the advanced programs, for the in-person, there were some applications because we have limited seats and we had to say no to that. So once your application is done, we'll get back to you with if your application is selected. For the online program, if you are meeting all the requirements, and if your SOP, that the statement is making some sense to us, then certainly you can consider that you're on board with us and you have to make the payment and you're in. And that's a very straightforward thing. I'm not gonna just say that, oh, it's very difficult, it's just similar to IIT. No, that's not the thing. Going to the second part, Maxar does give the scholarships, but not for the online program. We give scholarship for the in-person one, so not for the online, I'm afraid. All right, I think we have, okay, yeah. Hannah, I believe it answers your questions, but if something I missed and it's not clear, please do let me know.
Yes, Anna, please feel free. And anyone else? Still, we need any more queries in there? Please feel free. Post it in the chat box.
just one more.
Yes, ma'am.
Because we just had the boards, we have a few travels planned here and there, or we would like to have some downtime after spending a year on boards. So I wanted to get an idea of, I guess the children can do as much more or as less as they want or like or need. But what is the number of hours of effort needed to succeed in this program?
So it's a very,
I know it will be subjective, yeah.
Yeah, it's a very student-friendly program, because we understand that at times students cannot make it for the sessions because of the boards or for exams. Like for the winter program, 2 of my students from America, they were not able to join because they had their submission deadlines. So what you have to do is students just have to let us know. But it's not that you just don't make things transparent and you just keep it a blank slate in front of us and you're lost somewhere. Don't do that. Keep us informed. and we will try to help you. You cannot miss all the sessions. You have to attend the sessions. If there are things like one or two sessions you have missed it, that's completely understandable. If you missed a deadline of your proposal or your research paper, let us know. So that's very important. Otherwise, the sessions are recorded also. So if you have missed it, you can just go and refer to them later on. But yeah, the advice is not to miss all the sessions. 80% is the bare minimum, you should attend. And then only you'll get the certificate of attendance and the program certificate, because we are not issuing the ones who have not turned up.
Well, the attendance is one thing. Attendance, I guess we can plan better. But I'm talking more about the work that they need to do on their own after having
Okay.
attended the sessions, do their own research and submissions and all that. Like on an average, how many hours a day, a week they might need.
I mean, the sessions are, there are 2 to 3 sessions per week. So roughly about, if they give outside the lessons, if they give 4 to 5 hours per week, that should do the bit.
Okay, got it. Okay,
Yeah.
great.
I have a question, I'm sorry.
I
Is
guess
it
we have done.
Sarah, speak loudly, beta.
Yeah, I
Sarah,
believe
we cannot
Sarah-
hear you. Do you want to come to me, Sarah?
okay, I got it.
Okay.
Is it like a group session or is it like one-on-one? Or at least with like 2 or 3 students?
All right. So there are some sessions which are in the group because they are group supervisions, and there are one-to-one sessions as well. So you will get the best of both the worlds, one-on-one and group.
Okay.
So the advantage of group supervision is that who is working on what can I learn from that? That's why we specially design the group supervisions, because it's not always that you can just refine your research paper, but what others are doing, you can learn from that. So that's why we have both styles, one-on-one and group.
Okay.
But the lectures will be, of course, the professors cannot make it for one-on-one on different kinds. So lectures by the professors will be once done. Yeah. All right, any more questions?
No, this was useful. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And I must say, Ms. Rao, hats off to you, because the participants are really, really interactive. So I really enjoyed that, especially Rujita ji. She was, a bang on asking the questions, which I really enjoyed. So thank you so much for that.
Thank you.
Actually,
Thank you for being
It's very
responsive.
knowledgeable even for us to raise such questions. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
So with this, we are winding up, and I'm stopping the recording first of all.